Hi, I'm Jeff Kashou. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and also senior clinical product lead here at Upheal. Today, I'm super excited to walk you through how to use the golden thread feature so that we can create treatment plans for you and your notes based on those treatment plans. So to jump on in, you're going to click on Create Treatment Plan. The first thing this is going to do is take you to a screen to pick the sessions that you want to use to generate the treatment plan. Ideally, this is going to be based on any intake sessions that you have, but you can do whatever mix that you think makes best sense for your client. And then you're going to indicate your modalities. You can select one or multiple here. So let's go ahead and say CBT, Gestalt, and mindfulness. Then I'm going to go ahead and click continue. And the idea of this case snapshot is that this is going to be a place where you can first review the information to make sure it's accurate before we go ahead and generate a treatment plan for you. The idea is that instead of just generating a treatment plan for you, where you might have to do a lot of tweaking and editing in that format, this is going to be a little bit cleaner in a way that we understand it as clinicians, maybe similar to when we were in practicum and had to do a case presentation. So we always start with the diagnosis, and here you can make whatever changes you need to. So we'll remove that. And then let's say we want to adjust any symptoms and impairments that are here that are based on that diagnosis. You have the client goals. So these are meant to represent the goals a client has stated for what they hope to get out of therapy. The idea is that this makes sure the treatment plan is reflective of their collaboration in creating it and contextualizes these goals within the context of the symptoms and impairments that they have so that it is lining up with what an insurance payer, for example, would expect. The duration and frequency of the treatment, and then case formulation. So we'll generate this for you. You can review and edit it as you need to. If you have this from another source or anything you want to add to it, you can copy and paste it here or just free edit anything that you need to make that work for you. And again, the modalities you selected, you can edit or add to them as well. So we're going to go ahead and click Generate Treatment Plan. We'll come back when this is ready. While this is generating, you can just go about your day, keep working in other areas of Upheal. It'll just work in the background. All right, so here we've got our treatment plan is now created. That same case snapshot is going to be part of it, but we collapse it by default because you already know what it says, and we just wanted to make it easy to jump right into the treatment plan. So here you're going to see the specific treatment areas that are related to those symptoms and impairments that are tied back to the diagnosis, so that your treatment plan is very much consistent with what you would want to build on from the client's presenting problem to what you're going to be treating in relation to that. Each treatment area has its own goal, objectives that are marked with early or late stage, and I'll show you how to edit that in a moment, or you can remove it altogether if that's your preference. And then the interventions with their associated modalities. So here we'll see CBT, Gestalt, and mindfulness reflected like we indicated we wanted it to. And then we can collapse this treatment area and see the next one. And then the final one, this treatment plan has 3 total. So let's say I want to edit it. I'm going to go ahead and go to Edit Treatment Plan. And now I can go ahead and just free text edit whatever I want to in any of these areas. Back to that stage tag. So I can change this to say late stage, or I can just remove it altogether if that's your preference. You can delete things if you want. You can add more interventions. You can make any adjustments that you see fit. You can also add more objectives for this treatment area or just a intervention that's not tied to any objective. If you come all the way to the bottom of the plan, this is where you can add new treatment areas as well, and then start building one there for yourself. You can discard those changes or you can save them. Once you're done with that, if you need to get this into now your external EHR, you can download the entire plan as a PDF or just one click, copy the entire treatment plan and paste it where you need it to be. And now let's say you don't have any notes in Upheal or you want to manually create your case snapshot. What you have to do is choose the modalities you want. So we'll just say DBT for this case. And then you will click on Enter Case Snapshot manually. This is going to take you to those same fields, and you can just start to build your case snapshot from here, which again will be used to generate that treatment plan, which should reduce the amount of editing and tweaking that you would need to do after the fact. So now coming back to this client, what we're going to do is now see how the treatment plan is going to be reflected in your notes. So the idea here is your notes will reflect what you said you were going to do to work towards ameliorating the person's presenting problem and ideally save you time in having to edit that note to match that. So I'll go ahead and start a new session. We'll go ahead and look at that when it's ready. Okay, so now we have this SOAP note that was generated using the treatment plan as its point of reference, as well as the session transcript. So we can see the treatment plan reflected in this part here, specifically, for example, where the client has these feelings of worthlessness, and it ties back to their need to work on their identity and social engagement as a treatment area. In terms of the objective, we do see the mention of cognitive exercises to explore automatic thoughts and beliefs, demonstrating insight into their own patterns. You're not going to see golden thread represented in the mental status exam. That only needs to reference the current transcript. You'll see it in the assessment section, but also more specifically in interventions and modalities. So we said we wanted to do CBT, mindfulness, and Gestalt. That's now automatically in your note. And all of the interventions can now tie directly back to the treatment plan so that you're doing what you said you were going to be doing to work on the client's presenting issue. And then in the plan section, you're going to see the plan also reference back to the treatment plan so that it's not errant and it's continuing to build upon itself. We hope that this does save you time and improves the quality and compliance of the documentation that you do every day. Thank you so much.